The film opens with a scene of a little girl named Joey climbing a cupboard in her house with the agility of an experienced climber. Her tiny hands grip the wood while her feet tread on small gaps that seem impossible to reach. His movements were quick, precise, and confident. It was as if heights were nothing new to him. Arriving at the windowsill, Joey sat there staring at the cityscape spread out below him. There was a kind of excitement and sense of freedom in his eyes. And indeed, his home was at the top of the tallest building in the city. "20 years later, Joey woke up and was shocked to find that it was already noon, and he realized he was very late for work. He hurriedly got dressed without having time to shower, getting ready as quickly as possible while time continued to tick away. Just as he was about to leave his apartment, Joey's cell phone suddenly rang. The caller on the other end of the line was his younger brother, Michael, who asked his older brother for help because he was stranded at the embassy and couldn't go home. Even though Joe knew that he would be punished and scolded by his boss for being late to work, Joey had no choice. He could only sigh and finally decided to go after Michael.
Okay, I'll be there.
Upon arriving at the embassy and meeting his brother Michael, Joey realized that Michael had just returned to London after living in Africa for 15 years.
Derek, I was just about to call.
Late and full of shit. We've spoken about this, Joey.
Technically, I'm not that late.
Technically, you're sad.
No. Look, Derek, it was a family emergency. Please, I cannot lose this job. I swear I'll be there by...
2. Get here by 2.
Joey felt that he was already very late for work and didn't have time to take Michael to his apartment. Joey decided to take Michael with him to work. But just as they were about to leave, Joey's motorcycle suddenly broke down.
So, how was your day?
Well, first my boss was being a
Please don't swear.
bad word because I was late. Then I got a call to come and get you. And because my boss is a bad word, if I'm not in by 2, the bad word will sack me. Apart from that, great. You?
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I get to be with my sister. Oh, please don't swear.
For
No more swearing.
I said I'm sorry.
30 minutes later, Joey arrived at his workplace, a skyscraper with gleaming glass walls. As they entered the lobby, Joey asked Michael to wait for him there while he went inside to start work.
I'll be back.
For how long?
I need to go.
However, when Joe stepped inside, our expectations about Joe's actual job turned out to be wrong. He was not an employee working in front of a computer, but a window cleaner for skyscrapers. Every day he risked his life at heights to make the windows shine like new. When the elevator doors opened, Joey immediately headed to his work area. He quickly grabbed his equipment, put on his safety harness, and locked it in place with precision. And all of that, of course, was done by someone with experience. As he hung from the side of the building, there was no sign of fear on his face. The wind blew strongly, but his hands remained steady as he cleaned each window one by one. While Joe was working, Michael, who was getting bored waiting in the lobby, decided to get up from his seat and start wandering around. Curious, he went upstairs without permission. However, he did not realize how dangerous his curiosity was. On the other hand, we are introduced to 2 brothers named Jeffrey and Gerald. They are the owners of the skyscraper, and they are currently busy being interviewed by the media. This is because they are holding a big party tonight to celebrate their success.
With me are Jeffrey and Gerald Milton, owners and CEOs of Agnian Energy. Thank you for joining me.
Pleasure.
My brother and I, and everyone here at Agnian, are passionate about cleaner strategies for a cleaner future.
Absolutely.
While Joey was busy cleaning the windows outside the building, one of his co-workers suddenly approached him. They chatted briefly about an event that the company owner was holding that evening. Therefore, Joe immediately ended the conversation and asked his co-worker to get back to work so that they could finish before nightfall.
Right, I'm done. Have a good one, yeah?
Will do, Dad.
Later, Joey.
A few hours later, the sky began to darken, signaling that night was approaching. However, Joey was still hanging on the side of the building, apparently trying to finish his work before the party started. But suddenly, Joey was startled by Michael's presence, who somehow managed to climb up without being noticed by the guards. Seeing this, Joey naturally panicked. Not wanting to get in trouble because of his younger brother's actions, he told Michael to get down immediately before anyone saw him. Unfortunately, Michael refused. He complained to his brother that he was bored just sitting and waiting down there. Joe, who was starting to get annoyed, warned his brother that if Michael was caught by the officers, the consequences would be dire. Joy could lose her job.
You can't be up here, Michael. You'll get me sacked. Go down. I'll be 2 minutes.
I want to go home.
Get in the lift and go down.
Fuck you, Joanna!
No, you. Go on then. Where are you going? Come back.
Away from you! Like you want!
Have you cleaned that bird yet?
It's done. I'm coming up.
Nice try. Get him.
I'll take you there.
Derek, I've got something I have.
Bullshit.
Get on with it.
Meanwhile, inside the building, the invited guests had begun to arrive, including the family of the building's owner. Jeffrey was seen chatting with several guests. Meanwhile, his older brother Gerald invited a woman into a room to get ready before the event began. But who would have thought that a group of masked men would suddenly break through security without difficulty and immediately shoot the officers without mercy? In an instant, the party atmosphere turned into a sea of panic and terror. Guests screamed and ran aimlessly, trying to find shelter amid the clouds of anesthetic gas that began to fill the room. The masked robbers immediately handed out breathing masks to Jeffrey and several VIP guests, then tied them up and forced them to sit on the entertainment stage.
Greedy, needy, sleazy, selfish, snooty.
The leader of the group was a calm but cold-faced man named Marcus. He stepped forward and calmed everyone down, then delivered a simple message. However, that message was actually a threatening command.
If you are good, if you play nice, I promise you will live to see it.
But when Marcus looked around, he suddenly realized that Gerald was not there. Marcus then turned to Jeffrey as if demanding an answer as to where Gerald had gone. Although he initially pretended not to know, he finally admitted that his brother was in room 572.
Jeffrey, where's Gerald?
Where's your brother, G? I only ask once.
Apartments 526.
Meanwhile, Joey contacted the operator to lower the gondola because his work was done. The only thing Joy was worried about was Michael. She was worried that her brother would cause trouble inside, but just as the operator was about to lower the gondola, who would have thought this would happen?
Okay, done. Get me up, Derek.
Just going for a slash. Back in 5. Maybe 10.
Just get me up. Come on, Derek. Jesus. Derek? Derek! Derek, stop dicking around.
After slaughtering everyone in the operator room, these two masked individuals took control of the building's security system, disabling the cyber defense system so they could easily access the automatic doors and CCTV, controlling biometric access and smart cards so they could control who could enter certain areas. On the other hand, Joe began to feel strange because his gondola was not being lowered. He tried calling the operator repeatedly, but there was no answer because, of course, he did not yet know that all the operators had been shot dead. Joe, who was starting to look annoyed, finally decided to climb the rope to reach the upper floor. However, when he arrived at the window of room 572, Joe witnessed something that made his blood run cold. How could he not? He saw a masked man entering the room. Meanwhile, Gerald and a woman were already unconscious due to the effects of the anesthetic gas that had spread through the building's ventilation system.
There we go. Wakey, wakey, hands off Snakey. Ooh, hey, Jerry.
At that moment, Joy assumed that the building had been taken over by a group of robbers, and in the midst of her confusion, she tried to shout to attract the attention of the people below. But of course it was a futile attempt. Given Joe's current height, her shouts were carried away by the wind.
Help! Help! Hey! Help!
Meanwhile, Michael was also trapped on another floor, isolated in a room still filled with residual anesthetic gas. Michael tried to remain calm. However, as time passed, the fear of losing consciousness made Michael increasingly panicked. But who would have thought that the masked man, one of Marcus's men who brought Gerald, was Joe's co-worker named Noah.
Room service. Where'd you want him?
Noah, make him decent. Let's have no hysterics, no heroics, no...
After Gerald was forcibly brought into the main room along with the other guests, Marcus coldly ordered Noah to immediately begin extorting Jeffrey and Gerald's possessions. However, the possessions they wanted were not just cash or expensive jewelry, but rather a flash drive containing the Jeffrey and Gerald family's Bitcoin assets, which were worth a fantastic amount of money.
This is the first time people have tried to take money from us. Let us go. Whatever you were hoping to steal, we'll stop it.
We don't want your money, Jeff.
What do you want?
However, despite being tortured and threatened, Jeffrey remained silent and refused to reveal the whereabouts of the flash drive. This made Noah so angry that he killed Jeffrey on the spot. Marcus, who witnessed Noah's recklessness, was naturally furious. Marcos had warned all his men long before to avoid violence that could result in the loss of Sandra's life. Although he appeared stubborn and tried to resist, Noah, who was reprimanded by his boss, eventually apologized and promised not to make the same mistake twice. However, Joey witnessed the horrific incident from outside the window. It was then that Joey realized that this was not just a simple act of vandalism, but a highly organized and professional act. Driven by compassion, Joy decided to act immediately. She quickly returned to her gondola, checked the toolbox, and found a bottle of gasoline inside. A brilliant idea filled her mind, and Joey immediately poured the liquid onto the glass and set it alight, creating a large fire that attracted the attention of residents and prompted the police to come to the scene immediately.
What the hell is wrong with you? Fucking talk. Marcus, you're breaking bread with them and having to go at me.
We agreed no killing.
You knew exactly who I was before you brought me.
Noah, this is not the way.
We've got multiple reports of an SOS at Agnew Tower.
Police inbound rapid response.
How?
There's a fucking SOS on the side of the building. Someone went old school.
Outside? What, one of the cleaners? Find them. Z, send a message to the police.
Warning, we have hostages.
Meanwhile, Gerald, who appeared to be losing hope, suddenly decided to try to escape. However, Marcus and one of his men noticed his actions and quickly chased after Gerald, who was running towards the previous room. At the same time, Noah finally found Joey, who was still in the gondola. Realizing that it was impossible to catch Joey, who was still outside, Noah came up with a brilliant idea. He contacted Z, who was in the operator room, and asked Z to play with the gondola to make Joey feel like he was being played with like a doll.
There's an override to the cradle.
Sweet.
Bring her up. Bring her in.
Window cleaner banjacks the cradle. She's stuck.
Meanwhile, Gerald, who had managed to get into his room, tried to call the police. But before he could press the call button, Marcus and his men managed to break in.
That was very, very stupid, Gerald.
But who would have thought that before Gerald could answer where the flash drive was, Noah suddenly appeared and took control of the situation, pointing his gun at Gerald and prompting Marcus, the group leader, to warn Noah to put his gun down immediately. But as soon as Marcus said that no one else needed to die, who would have thought that this would happen?
Put the gun down.
You know, I don't think I will.
You already killed one Milton. We can't lose them both.
Nobody's listening to you, Marcus.
Noah, put the fucking gun down or I'll put you down.
You're lucky, Jerry. You I need. I'm only gonna ask you this once, Wyatt. Are you in or out? Z?
Looks like I'm all in.
I mean, look at me.
And from that moment on, Noah finally took over the leadership of the group. He did whatever he wanted and even acted brutally as he pleased.
I know some of you were loyal to Marcus, but that's done. It's my way now. Same broad strokes, just a few key changes. True believers only.
Every movement needs its martyrs. Try running now. So you're done. You get the explosives ready, okay?
You're killing people now.
Oh, I am killing people. The ones that get in my way. But it's not personal. But everyone's got a personal, Joey. What's yours? And Michael? Please tell me he's not still here.
He left. Got bored waiting.
Hey guys, our cleaner's little brother Mike is somewhere in the building. Could you find him and bring him to me?
If you touch him,
I thought he'd left.
I will end you.
Noah, we're not ready. We need more time.
Your guests are almost here.
You invited them, Joey. This is your night.
999.
There's a crazy woman outside the Agnian Tower with a gun. She's gonna kill someone. You need to get here. Get here now.
You fucking psycho.
So, why don't you point that gun at the street, straight down, and empty the clip?
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, shit. Look who it is. Helena.
No, she's pregnant.
Even more of a reason this is no world to be bringing a kid into, now is it?
Don't do it, please.
If you don't want her to die, all you have to do is get shooting. Lose the silencer, let's make a bang, and no easy shots.
Got the target. Come on, quickly move! Out! Turn around, put your hands in the air!
We're hearing reports that the Agnian Tower is under siege.
While we are awaiting confirmation of hostages, we can confirm that several shots were fired from halfway up the building itself by an as yet unidentified woman.
I think it's fair to say the cleaner has their full attention.
I've got the shot.
I'm not with them! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Doc?
Yes.
Spotters have ID'd the shooter as Joanna Locke, one of the window cleaners, ex-army, SRR. Made it through Marine selection, only to assault a squad mate, then quit. Troubled childhood, abusive father, brother in care, drug fines, self-medicating. Classic unstable ex-soldier.
She's going for the body.
Hold your fire.
She's holding a device.
I'm not one for doing nothing.
We're not doing nothing, Royce. We're waiting till we learn more. If she lit that sign because she wants attention, she's not. Nobody makes a move unless I say so.
Unfortunately, Joey suddenly slipped and fell. Luckily, he managed to grab the bottom of the gondola, so he had to hang on for a moment. However, with remarkable calm, Joey contacted Detective Roth, who was below.
For you, it's Joey Locke.
Hello, Joey.
Don't shoot! I'm not with them!
We won't shoot.
And that was when Joy told Roth that a robbery was taking place inside the building. So the ones who needed to be rescued were the Sandras, who were currently inside. That incident was the reason why he was trapped up there.
We're gonna get you down as soon as we can.
Forget about me! You need to get inside!
And we will.
My brother's in the building. His name is Michael Locke.
We're gonna get him
You
too.
have to find him, please. Please!
You mentioned
Meanwhile, inside the building, all of Sandra's people were unconscious. And without them realizing it, explosive vests had been strapped to their bodies. All of the bombs were connected to Noah's watch. So if Noah's pulse stopped, or Noah died, all of the bombs would be activated and explode simultaneously, killing all of Sandra's people inside the building. All of this had been carefully planned by Noah long before the operation began. He knew there was a high possibility of failure. And if the time came, as it had now, when he was trapped and the police had surrounded the building, then this final scenario would be his shield. This way, the police would not dare to shoot him, because they knew that if Noah died, all the bombs would explode and all the Sandras would die.
Superintendent Claire Hume is on the line.
Patch her through.
Noah Santos.
Detective Claire Hume.
What happened with Marcus Blake?
Creative differences. Your boys in the chopper and on the rooftop should know that I'm wearing a dead man's switch synced to my pulse. So if my heart stops beating, the whole building explodes.
Unfortunately, Noah's threat did not immediately convince the detective. Instead, he recklessly sent in a team of his anti-terror forces, and as soon as they entered...
Speaking of numbers, Claire, why are there 5 SWAT guys sniffing around the entrance?
Get them back!
The explosion instantly convinced Roth that Noah's threat was not just a bluff.
Joey.
I warned you. What the hell are you thinking?
Noah's hooked up to a dead man's switch, so we can't move our teams in. We can't get the hostages out. He's got us by the balls.
You maybe. I'm going in.
How are you going to do that?
I'm working on it.
5 police officers have been killed in a blast. Anti-humanist terrorist Noah Santos has yet to make any...
Meanwhile, inside the building, Noah again forced Gerald to tell him where the flash drive was. However, Gerald remained adamant in his refusal to tell Noah. He would rather die than hand over his family's vast wealth. At the same time, Joy was seen trying to break in by smashing the window. However, the glass was so thick and sturdy that Joe had a hard time breaking it. Exhaustion almost made him give up. Just as he was racking his brains for another way...
Oh my god! Are you okay?
No, not okay. I'm quite stressed. Squeeze.
Can I get up first?
Yes, good idea.
Seeing that his younger brother Michael was still safe amid Noah's reign of terror, Joey was naturally very happy and grateful. Without wasting any time, the two of them immediately sprang into action and ran quickly toward the control room. However, on their way there, their actions were noticed by 3 of Noah's men.
She's alive. She's inside.
Find her!
After successfully sending Noah's 3 subordinates to the afterlife, Noah and Michael continued with their delayed plan, which was to enter the control room. There, they killed Z and his partner, who were on guard duty.
Come on!
Once inside, Joey and Michael immediately took control of the building's security system. They also managed to retrieve a flash drive containing the Bitcoin assets belonging to Jeffrey Gerald's family, which had been stored in that room all along. Joey then contacted Noah, provoking him by saying that the flash drive was now in his possession, so if Noah wanted the flash drive, he had to free Sandra. Noah agreed. He asked Joey to come immediately to the storage room. Before leaving, Joey contacted the detective to inform him that it was time to send the team according to their previous plan. Joey also said that he had restored all of the building's security systems and access controls to their original state, so that he could ensure Noah would no longer be able to access them. Joey then asked Michael to go to the lobby and wait for the rescue team to arrive. Meanwhile, Joey himself would meet Noah in the storage room. At first, his younger brother refused, because he felt that Joey would not be safe if he went alone. However, when Joey pleaded for humanity's sake, Michael finally reluctantly agreed to his brother's request.
Michael, please. Please.
Where are you, Joey?
Utility. See if you can do better than the last 3 arseholes you sent.
Upon arriving there, Joy saw Noah, who had come not only alone, but with his 2 men. Feeling that Noah was going to play dirty, Joy had no choice but to play dirty too by finishing off Noah's 2 men first. Meanwhile, at the same time, the counter-terrorism team sent by Detective Root managed to enter the elevator to go up to the floor where Sandra was currently located. And as soon as the elevator doors opened,
It's complex. If even one of them detonates.
after Joey successfully killed Noah's 2 henchmen, the 2 of them finally came face to face. This is where Noah's cunning nature was revealed, as he asked Joey to hand over the flash drive first. Only then would he release Sandra. Of course, Joey didn't believe him. In the midst of the tense situation, Joey glanced at the timer Noah was wearing, but that was when Noah suddenly attacked Joey.
Do it, Joey. Just fucking do
Nice, Joey. Finally putting other people's interests above your own. Shame, though, it's the wrong people. Now give me the drive.
Do you think I'm dumb enough to keep it on me? You!
Where the fuck is it?
It's gone.
Hanging from the edge of the building window, Noah threatened to jump, which he did to scare Joey with what he thought would be the most effective final threat. As explained earlier, if Noah died, the watch he was wearing would detect the cessation of his pulse, which would automatically trigger a massive explosion throughout the building, killing everyone inside. However, who would have thought that Joe was not intimidated by the threat at all? He calmly invited Noah to jump right away. Unbeknownst to Noah, during their previous fight, Joey had taken the watch, and now it was on his own wrist. A short time later, all of Sandra's employees were safely evacuated. Detective Rott met Joey to congratulate him and thank him, saying that if it weren't for Joey's help, he wouldn't have known what to do. To reward Joey for his rescue efforts, Rott asked him to join his team at the police department. However, despite being persuaded, Joey refused because he was comfortable working as a window cleaner, saying that heights made him feel free.
You did a good thing tonight, Joey.
Shortly thereafter, Michael arrived. The two brothers embraced each other. They were grateful that the incident had not taken their lives. Michael then showed Joey something that surprised him. Michael still had Gerald's family flash drive. And that was the end of the film.
Okay.
I'm better than okay.
I was just asking you to